It's a bird, it's a plane, nope, it's a drone. Unmanned aircraft are becoming a bigger part of everyday life. But not always for good things. Just last week, a drone crashed trying to deliver contraband, meaning marijuana and other drugs, to a South Carolina maximum prison.
Wow, so what are the rules of flying commercial drones? Joining us now is Brendan Schulman. He's a commercial drone law attorney. Good morning, thanks for being with us.
That's a specialty law.
Yes, and thanks for bringing in all your toys.
I did, these are all mine.
The rules and regulations from the FAA are not very specific at the moment. What are they?
Well, the agency's been working on commercial rules for almost the past decade, and right now there's no specific regulation concerning commercial use of drones. That's something they're planning to do in the future. With respect to hobbyists, though, hobbyists are free to use the technology.
So, but within certain restrictions, right? So you can fly model airplanes and other drones, but you have to keep your eye on it, so within your line of sight. Is that correct?
Well, there's some voluntary guidance from the FAA right now. That's been in existence since 1981. More recently, the FAA has said if you're within 5 miles of an airport, you should contact air traffic control and things like that.
So really, they don't know what they're talking about right now, is the bottom line. So you brought some drones in this morning.
I did.
Some different ones that are actually in use right now. Let's start with the RP Flight Systems Spectra. What is this one?
That's this one, and this is actually the drone that's used by Texas EquiSearch for volunteer search and rescue. So they've successfully used this to find missing people across the country, including in 11 cases, and actually to rescue a couple of kidnapped girls who are going to end up in the human trafficking.
Yeah, it can help get search and rescue crews into places that are dangerous.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What about the Sky Surfer? What's that?
That's actually just a model aircraft. It's foam. It weighs about 2 or 3 pounds. It's really just a hobby aircraft. I put a little camera on it to help fly. That's about it.
And you can put a GoPro on there, it looks like? What's right here?
You could. That's actually just a small little camera. It doesn't record. There is a GoPro on the other one, though.
Okay, so the Lumineer, that's the one that you have fired up over there with the GoPro on it, right?
Yeah, this actually is a DJI F450. It's got the GoPro on it with a stabilized camera, so when you're flying, it stabilizes the image. A lot of people like to use that for cinematography.
The quadcopter. Okay, and can you demonstrate any of these for us?
Sure. So what I have, this is actually the Lumineer you're asking about, the QAV250. Very popular for racing around trees and things like that. It also has a little camera on it, and I'd be happy to take it for a spin.
Okay, so you fire this one up. I mean, how concerned, as a lawyer, how concerned about privacy should we be? These things zipping around apartment buildings. Can you fire this bad boy up? Whoa. So let's say I'm taking a shower, and I just get out and I see something hovering outside my window.
I think you are about to see that this is not a good tool for spying on anyone because it's pretty noticeable and loud. And if you wanted to spy through your window, you probably could take a little camera and just put it there instead of using one of these. Okay, so if this thing... Whoa.
Our camera guys are going,
they're going to get smaller. They're going to get smaller and more efficient, Brendan. And these could be hovering around our backyard.
We're certainly going to be seeing a lot more of these.
Brendan, can you go find Tucker? Go down the hallway, see if you can find Tucker.
There you go. All right.
Thanks, Brendan.
Thank you.
Coming up.
A Fox News alert in Ohio where a serious health scare crippling almost 500,000 people. Why they are scurrying for bottles of water this morning. That's next.